up in here. Actually, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Yep, in
Did
here. It's
Morocco?
looking.
Wow, Morocco pulled it out, dog.
Uh-oh.
All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? People's Beats backs.
We are back. We are back. What is up? Back up in the place. And yes, this is the actual background. Like I'm actually in my office instead of y'all seeing me in outer space.
Mm-hmm. This is me, Austin.
And it's your boy Mike.
What are you sipping on, good sir?
All right. All right. All right. Gotta pull it out of the first off, again, not sponsored. If y'all would like to, sure, go ahead ahead. Go ahead and show off a nice little present that Go Brewing gave me. Nice little brewery out of Chicago that's making some fantastic non-alcoholic beer. So again, y'all looking for a non-alcoholic alternative, y'all know where to turn to. But we got, I don't know why I did that with my hand. I guess I'm used to it because of the little background filter thing. But the salty chilada, the salty chilada. For those that don't know what a chilada is, it's basically some kind of either like fruit or savory um, juice with a very light beer or lager mixed in with it, and then in some cases, either like some spices or things that get thrown in. For those that are tahine fans, completely fine to have a chilada with a little bit of tahine. They are normally made with like either tomato juice, um, or guava. This one is lime, sea salt, a little bit of pepper. Let's see what it's hitting.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's bright. There's nothing to complain about. I've actually also seen one that's got like some cactus water in it too, so I might be looking on for that. So that might be making an appearance on that show. But what you over there sipping on,
I have I'm doing like that little cheap shooter that I had last time.
man? Mm-hmm.
Trying to finish it out. So I had to mix it with some spicy mango lemonade from Trader Joe's and yeah, not a good idea. Nope, just gonna destroy my insides 1 hour at a
Maine
time.
Dillon turned to spicy Maine. No.
Nah. So
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
hmm I ain't mean to intercept, but
But yeah, I am liking that background you got there, sir. That's a nice little bar right there. Nice little place over there. That Hooligans. If y'all are ever in the Charlotte area, y'all make sure to stop by Hooligans.
mm hmm hmm hmm
Especially the upstairs bar, because it's a nice little chill time.
Um, I try to go to Hooligans Wednesday, Tuesday for the World Cup, and nah. I mean, it's packed, but usually I watch it outside.
Mm-hmm.
I guess 90 something degree weather outside, bro. Nah, y'all got it. It's hot as balls. No,
You say y'all got it.
nah. Like it's either you're gonna be inside like this or outside 90-degree weather with the wind,
Exactly.
but the wind is
And
hot.
yeah, you say the wind, but the wind is hot.
It's hot. Nah,
Fair. That's fair.
we ain't doing that.
All right. Getting some
So,
one other thing pulled up real quick. But what we got first on the docket, man?
man,
There we go. Oh, nope. There we go.
World Cup, man. You been watching it?
When I can and when I'm available, I mean, between work and then, I mean, we're not too far by we, I mean, me and Beth, not too far removed from getting back from Disney. So we're still getting back into the swing of things. And then I've been helping her get her job in place. But when I can catch some games, yeah, or at least been keeping track of the standings. I saw US went 2-0 to start.
hmm So it looks like going forward, it's Mexico, South Korea. I think they still have to play. I think they play today, but I mean South Korea, as long as they don't lose, they're in. Just don't lose. They can
Mm,
tie.
gotcha.
Looks like Switzerland, Canada, and Bosnia are in. Brazil, Monaco, and maybe Scotland. USA, Australia, definitely. Oh no, no. USA is definitely in. Australia, not sure. Germany, Ivory Coast, like they're in. Netherlands, Japan. No, Group F is tight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah. Netherlands, Japan, or Sweden. One of those three. I mean, one of those, maybe all three. I'm not sure because there's eight third place teams make it to the next round too, based on points. So yeah, we'll see. It's been pretty tight. But tonight, let's see. Today, Morocco and Haiti. Haiti was beating Morocco earlier. It was tied 2-2 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Game ended 4-2.
There you go.
Switzerland beat Canada, Bosnia beat Qatar, and Brazil beat Scotland. So far, I am 4 for 4 today. So, trying to make this little $5. Hold on, hold on. Let me
Little
go ahead.
file.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see.
What?
So yeah, this $5. Yeah, this $5 walk could be about what, 85? 80, no, 86?
When their score? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, Portugal beat somebody 5-0.
Oh, bro, yeah. Yep. Yo, know what's dope? I had Ghana beating England, yo. They tied. But England, they should have Ghana should have won
Mm-hmm.
because there has been a little bit of a I don't see nothing. You see something? Calls right now. Messi should not.
Absolutely.
Messi should have got a red card. Ghana should have got a penalty kick, and that would have probably put them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of favoritism in
Love a
this one going on.
submarine.
Hmm.
Oh, and that was the other one. Yeah, Spain beating Saudi Arabia on Sunday 4-0. That's the one. That's the other one that I saw. That I mean, I kind of looked at that matchup and I was just like, that just kind of seems like the a nothing to see here matchup, as we would put it in NFL terms. Well, nothing to see here.
Ain't nothing to see here. So yeah, man, y'all just keep on, and then next week we'll probably have a little more stuff. Because then the knockout rounds will be set. So
And we get you got to say that with the Street Fighter 4 when you get somebody with a super, then them KO rounds.
ooh, my nuggets. So, whoa.
Actually, let me notate that too. But yeah,
Uh,
let's say that be
that's it for soccer. Next UFL, man. What you got, man?
the Louisville Kings first year in the UFL. Let me check this off. We got a United Bowl win in the first year in the league. I'm proud of them boys, especially after starting the season 1-4, man. What a comeback! What a walk down! Well, for some games it wasn't even a walk down. For some games it was just like, this matchup might be tight. And then um, a cool thing that they do in the UFL. I don't know if you've seen actual UFL game, but on like the ticker on the bottom, they update you on like the live sports betting type things and numbers and such. And one of them is just the over under for total points.
Mhm.
Like they'll display it on the scoreboard. Yeah, there was like a 3-game streak where you basically should have bet the over. Like there was one game by I checked in on it real quick. It's like Beth and I was like running errands and then we was getting ready for like a date night. But I checked in on it real quick right before we left. Louisville had 40 points by the third quarter. It's like, yep, should have bet the over. um, but yeah, what a walk down from starting from 1-4 to come back. not only make the playoffs, they locked two other teams out of the out of the playoffs. And locked in a spot. It just depended on the last week of whether they were the third or the fourth seed. They locked in the third seed. But in the United Bowl itself, first off, how about this? Referee Cole Kneppel.
What?
Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Huh? I said, you can search it. The scoring for it was weird because the DC Defenders was like started off running the ball well, and by halftime DC was up 16-7, and then Louisville's coach Chris Redmond, he actually used to play for University of Louisville, and I believe he was NFL for a little bit, but just backup quarterback. He just held his cool and everything, and next thing you know, Louisville's defense just kept wearing them down. The lucky thing is that he kept he kept coaching the team to keep their cool, even though a lot of times they were getting in their own way. He commented on that right before Louisville had made the playoffs. There was a lot of times where Louisville would get themselves into great positions and then kept getting penalties and such. So like he basically kept his cool during the United Bowl and was just like, hey, just make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that. Not a whole lot of penalties on Louisville's side. And it basically paid off for as well as Louisville's defense played in the second half of the season and in the playoffs. So let's see. Yeah, they forced two turnovers, and yeah, as they 209 yards on the ground by the DC Defenders, and we just kept our cool and just kept staying in the game. Like I said, forcing those two turnovers and such. Like I said, start the season 1-4, come back, make the playoffs, first year in the league. Chris Redmond, no one knew about him for being a coach and everything, and now we UFL champions. I'm proud of them boys. That's all.
Effing fantastic.
That's all I got for the.
Now, the question for you, is this the first time? Is this the second year after the merger? Or first year?
Oh, that's a good question. So much of this has moved so quickly for.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a blur.
This is year 2 of the merger.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Because it says began play as UFL in 2024.
Hmm. Okay. Damn. Do you think do you think there'll be more teams now, or they'll keep it steady for the next like 4 or 5 years?
If they, especially some random rules, keep this league interesting to watch. Like the no punting if you make it past the 50. That keeps it fresh and interesting. It's just like, oh, I'm watching real life NFL blitz now. I done past the 50. Well, crap. But what I would like to see is like some of the other teams that were in either league that got disbanded maybe make a comeback and maybe be like a slightly larger league, because right now it's still just an 18 league.
Hmm.
So I would love for there to be more teams, but I mean the way it's playing now, and a little bit of the popularity showing up, as well as former NFL players being in it, I would think there could be more teams. By the way, the regular season MVP was Jack Plummer, former Panthers quarterback.
Or yeah, okay. Did I ever tell you about how there's one podcast I was listening to? They're like, yo, it said that they said that what about Jack Plummer or Jake Plummer, whatever. He's like he's doing really good stuff, man. Like
Mm.
he's doing so dope stuff right now with the UFL. Man, I think man, we take him back, man. He may give Bryce a run for his money. I was like, did y'all hate Bryce Young that much?
That much.
That you're really saying the UFL is the same as the NFL?
Right. The, the only former quarterback that the only quarterback I know of that came from UFL that went NFL, and I would be Jared Stidham, and the Broncos backup quarterback that we had before him, that came
Hmm.
from the Seattle Sea Dragons. That the Sea Dragons aren't even a team anymore. Um, it was Ben DiNucci. There we go. I was like, what is his name? Yeah, DiNucci and Stidham. And then I guess you could say technically Drew Lock, because he went from Broncos to the Orlando Guardians and then back into the NFL for the New York Giants. And now I think Seahawks. Um, but yeah, DTR is there for the Birmingham Stallions. And then, of course, I just pointed out Jack Plummer is there for the Orlando Storm. It's like, I mean, if you in that league and basically your team don't go undefeated, it's not a real bright look for you to get back into the NFL. He said, y'all hate Bryce that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I will give it to Jack Plummer. Or Orlando was tearing up the scene, and then Orlando got beat by the DC Defenders. So if he really was doing some things, the Orlando Storm should have beat the DC Defenders and played Louisville for the UFL championship. Who am I? I'm just a guy sipping on enchilada. But yeah, that's what I have for UFL, man. That's funny. I'm gonna notate that. Say, y'all hate Bryce that much.
Y'all hate him that much, bro. This because it's kind of getting racist. So
Right?
yeah, because I'm like, you know what? I like it. My biggest problem with Bryce is like we can get there later on. Is just that are we gonna overpay him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it. It's not if he can do the job or not, but are we gonna find our way into like another Tua situation?
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying? Which is like, because you gotta look at every other quarterback, right? They
Mm-hmm.
overpaid Kirk Cousins. They overpaid Tua. They overpaid a lot of these quarterbacks. I mean, even quarterbacks that I like Kyler Murray, I think they overpaid him. At the same
Mm-hmm.
time, if you don't get it right, dude, you stuck for like 10 years
Mm-hmm.
trying to fix the issue. Like, look what Miami tried to do with Tua. Let's draft Waddle. Great. Let's overpay for Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill is great, but you got a quarterback who can't. Like, you have a quarterback where both your wide receivers have to slow down for the ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
God. As you said that, man, I literally just thought of a slew of of Minnesota quarterbacks
You see what I'm saying?
that the Minnesota Vikings overpaid.
Yes. So and when you do that, then you're saying like, okay, because think about it, right? Minnesota had Jefferson, a young Addison, Rick Addison, Dalvin Cook towards the end, but he was still dope.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had was it Hawkinson, right? No, it wasn't Hawkinson.
Yeah, about to say Hawkinson was still.
It was the other tight end before Hawkinson. Then and before they had Jefferson, they had Diggs and Adam Thielen. You just never had a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
to the point where Case Keenum was getting out to the playoffs. If Case Keenum can get you there, you just gotta go. You gotta go from here to here. That's all you gotta do. From
Mm-hmm.
step one, step two. That's it. That's all you gotta do. If Case Keenum can do that.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the slew of people that they overpaid, I was like, I ain't even stopping at like recent because I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, boy, they overpaid Christian Ponder, didn't they? You got to think about how long ago
Did
Christian Ponder was.
didn't they get like Sam Bradford for like 2 or 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my fear. Is like I don't think he's bad. Is he elite? I don't now. No. Is it good? Too close. I think he's solid. Just too close to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna have to pay him. You have to pay quarterback show. It's crazy because I'm like it's would you consider you know what? Let's do NFL right now while we're here. We'll just pivot later. Do you think Dak Prescott is a middle of the road quarterback?
Yes.
Cool. So basically, okay. Who do you think is a more baseline? Trevor Lawrence or Dak Prescott?
More baseline,
They were like anything above him, above average. Anything below him, count your days.
Dak
Okay.
would be for a
So
baseline.
yeah, baseline, right? So if that's the level,
Mm-hmm.
then we play a game again. Who's above Dak? Would you put Joe Burrow above Dak?
Yeah. Here you
Look,
go.
it's
Yeah.
gonna get
Whatever's left of Joe Burrow.
it's like if everything is even, Joe Burrow, Patrick
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. As long as he's present in December.
Right,
Yes.
right, right. I mean, if everything's even, Josh
Yeah.
Allen. The fact that you're like, I don't know. He,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like
Because
it's
talent, yes, but he's too much of a gunslinger. Because like me and you always say, he be giving that ball up.
yeah, he be giving it
This
up.
is
But
which is
but
where I always
yes, if
start pulling
Dak is
him down.
here, is he above Dak or below? It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. So then you got Jalen Hurts.
Nah, they
See what
probably
I
about to
mean?
say, yeah.
You see, so it's like, okay, so Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert's only there for toughness.
So out of like, let's say playoff quarterbacks, if the baseline is here, right? And quarterback standing, his ranking of the baseline, I mean, if Dak is the baseline and your ranking puts him up here, what the hell are these people doing? You got to pay
Yep.
all these people.
Yep.
So what you gonna do? Because there's not many.
And if Fernando Mendoza was one of the
You
best
see
that
what I'm
came
saying?
out of the
He's
draft.
still out there, yo. And Mendoza, you got what? I mean, Baker Mayfield,
Yeah, compared
Bo
to what
Nix. So it's like
yeah,
you
compared to what's out there, compared to what in and I'm not saying this just because I'm a Broncos fan. Compared to what's out there, and you saying Bo Nix and Baker Mayfield, it's just like if I'm the Buccaneers or if I'm the Broncos, I'm gonna stick with what I got. There's not a whole lot.
and you gotta pay what you got. That's why I love Dak Prescott's agent. He said,
Mhm.
"That's what's up. No trade clause, no tag clause. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Because what you really gonna do?
Because I'm about to say, imagine Dallas with no Dak, and it's just like,
Dallas Cowboys don't want to admit that. Imagine if you got no Dak Prescott.
yeah, it's like Yeah, you
Mm.
got this talent, but
You ain't
you ain't got that.
because you don't got a defense. You
Right.
don't got a run game. You got one really good wide receiver and one hothead wide receiver. So yeah, you got one elite wide receiver and an elite crash out. That's what you
Mhm.
got your wide receiver core. So
Right. You gonna trust Drew Lock to throw them the ball?
exactly. So that's why I'm like, you gotta pay him, but it's tough. It's tough, yo. So yeah,
That's like them
man.
silly teams that was going after Russell Wilson. It's like, why?
Why? Because who? Jackson Dart, bro, he about to be asleep in 2 years.
Jackson Dart, more like Jackson not smart.
That dude, man. Oh,
He
bro.
go look. It's gonna be him and Scatterboo side by side in the hospital, just like Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Bro, he gonna be drilling at Thanksgiving dinner on the field. Oh,
Lieutenant
that's
Dan, ice
see,
cream.
so like that's my fear with Bryce. 'Cause I think a lot of people is like, man, I just don't like that dude, and he does this, and he hold up.
Right.
No, we good, we good, we good.
Uh, yeah. In fact, the topic's so good, made me start another page. Episode
It's crazy, man, because
192.
you got to think about it, right? So let's just keep this going because we talked about this last time. If you're the Jacksonville GM, you don't know what you're doing right now because you just paid him.
Mm-hmm.
But has anything changed?
Nope.
What you what you gonna do? Who can you get? Nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. But and like you say, you just paid him, so it's not like you're gonna try to go out there and get somebody high or elite. And at this point, you got to pay Josh Hines Allen.
Oh, got to.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy because you got to think
Uh,
about it, right? So let's look at the Cardinals, right? No. Not even the Cardinals. Not even the Cardinals, yo. Let's look at the Raiders.
yep, that's who I was getting ready to say. I was like, Las
Let's look at
Vegas is
the
a good example.
so before they cut Geno or whatever, people are like, damn man, Geno trash. Your number six pick, the running back, was getting hit in the backfield, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Is Geno trash or you just can't protect anybody? So now they got Kirk Cousins and Mendoza. We all know how the Kirk Cousins experience goes. He's going to be fantastic for 3 weeks, and then he's going to be elite week 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then he is going to fall off a cliff. And people are going to be like, "We want Mendoza." Your
Do
running back's
you
still
want
getting hit in the
me?
backfield. So what's it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm about to say that's probably one of the best examples. And like you had said, Cousins already got paid.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shoot, the Giants and the Steelers are two other good examples too.
Yeah, Giants. No. Giants are just stupid. You have Russell Wilson and Jameis on the same team. Jameis is your quarterback, yo. I don't give a fuck how nice Russell Wilson is and how much he, bro. Jameis is the greatest veteran backup quarterback you can have. He's a good locker room dude, and he gonna win you some games. And if he doesn't win you games, it's gonna be fun.
Right.
The loss is gonna be fun to shit. You're gonna be in it.
Until you're not.
Oh no, you're gonna be in the whole game.
No, I'm saying you're gonna be in it until you're not. And by the until you're not, it's just because y'all turned the ball over on downs on a fourth down play, but y'all were
Right.
down four.
Hey, but at least it happened 3 minutes ago in the fourth quarter.
It's gonna be 49 to 45.
Yep, he gonna get 8 touchdowns, 3 pick six, and five in the air, yo. He that shit. Hey, he might even catch one and run it in.
For the chalky Studebaker from Doug.
Bro, like I saw him do that last year where he caught the ball, did a spin move, and stepped on somebody and danced in the end zone. I was like, hold up, is that Jameis? And y'all have Russell fucking Wilson as your
Mhm.
quarterback. Nobody liked that dude. He corny, yo.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
So yeah, man. Yeah. So
Well, shoot, pretty much all the New York teams are a good example for that. It's just that the one that's the most successful is the Buffalo Bills. But all three New York teams are an example of that. The
hmm,
Jets are the poverty example, though. They the one they just going through it.
Jets are just look. Somebody got to win.
Matter of fact, since the schedule was out, did they got one of the prime time or something games? Bruh, there we go. So this let's just look at the whole schedule. Okay, so nothing there. You know when they're starting the
Training camp?
oh no, the like the overseas games.
No, wouldn't it be week one?
Oh, yeah, there's the Melbourne game. Yep. San Fran and the LA Rams. Bro, we're the opening Monday Night Football game. Come on, bro. Nope. Nope. Nothing there. Well, I should have said when are they consistently doing it? Then they're like week like 7 or 8 or something like that when they start consistently doing overseas games.
No, 'cause I think the first one they did was Brazil, and that was like the first game of the season.
Yeah, but I mean like the when they do like the back to back weeks.
I'm not sure.
Jesus. Up, we in week 5. I can tell because Carolina's on by.
Oh, yeah, it starts week three. It starts week three. Yep, week three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yep, week three to week
There it
11.
is. Yep. Okay, now I see it. I skip right
Mhm.
over it.
And
Yeah.
then week one is in Australia. That's gonna be fun to watch.
The Jets that legit have nothing.
They can't even sell them, man.
Are they going to be the only team to not ever record a single interception as well as follow up with a season not being on any kind of primetime game?
Probably. Hold on, wait. No, they're probably on like a Saturday game and call it prime time. Yo, I didn't realize the season started on a Wednesday.
Mm.
Damn.
I'm gonna go up to week 8, and then I'm gonna just give up if I don't see him. Yep, no, that's a regular 1 o'clock CBS game right there.
Hold on. You said Jets?
Yeah, I'm about to say yeah. So I'm about to let me click on let's click on them.
Um, let's see. There we go. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Yep, all 1 o'clock.
It won 405 because they're playing in Arizona.
Yeah, they're playing Arizona. But I mean the Bills is TBD. But
Uh,
wait, who's the Jets quarterback?
in the Fields.
Oh, it's Gino.
Oh Jesus, I forgot. No, they didn't.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
you know,
God. They,
you know
oh
what?
dear.
Nah. Oh yeah, because they drafted Cabe Klubnik from Clemson.
Yeah.
So okay, so yeah, Gino gonna be the tomato can.
Either him or Zappy. When is hold on, when is Thanksgiving? Is that the 29th? Yeah, the 29th is Thanksgiving week, so they don't play on Thanksgiving. Mm, December 20th, 27th. Yeah, no, they have no like extravagant or prime time game. That's December. Yeah, all of these are lining up for like Sundays. 10:25. That is also a Sunday. That is boy. No interceptions equals no prime time. Oh boy, I didn't think I'd see that. That's wild. That is wild. But yeah, that's why I'm gonna keep looking up some interesting examples as you said who you gonna pay. It's funny that you brought up Dak Prescott as saying like he's the baseline because remember we had that little mini game in the NBA
Hmm.
where I said who's your goat and then your Dak Prescott and then your Matt Ryan line. I was like, it's funny you brought that.
If he's the baseline, yo, because I think Chisel said this. He was like, we didn't know how good we had it. Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Cam Newton, Matt Ass
Hmm.
Ryan. Since he was the MVP. Um, hold up, let's see. Here we go. Come on, man. Why are we doing this? Here we go, right? Okay, this is just insane. Ready for this?
Hmm.
This is 2015. Drew Brees, Philip Rivers, Tom Brady, Carson Palmer, Matt Ryan, Eli, Blake Bortles. No, actually, that was Blake Bortles' year. Yeah,
I'm about to say,
44.
yeah, that was the surprise year.
Yeah. Stafford, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins saw that year. That was Tannehill's year, too.
Hmm.
Derek Carr, Ben Roethlisberger, Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, I'm throwing it anywhere I want to, Cutler. So, yeah, that was, and then
Nah, those years of Jay Cutler, that was Jay No Effort Cutler. That was the Jay Cutler that they would run random trick plays, and as they hiked the ball, he would just stand there with his hands on his hips. Cutler.
uh, and it was, I think the last year's like Andy Dalton, but half of that list are dudes. If
Yeah.
you put Dak in that list, that line goes down a little bit.
Hmm.
But the boy,
The fact that we're using Dak Prescott as a baseline in today's NFL, yeah.
let's look at 2025, yo, last year. Stafford, dog, Dak is number three. People got injured, yo. Dak is number 3. Let's go with 2024.
Uh, and to think you didn't name Jared Goff from 2015, the 2015 season. You
Mm-mm.
would almost have to name Jared Goff now.
Now, yeah, you have to.
Like,
Let's go with 2023. I think Dak was hurt the other year. Tua, Golf, Dak is 3 for his passing yards.
mhm. Tua had cushion because Mr. Zoomies.
Yeah, yeah, he did. But then it goes, there's Tua, Golf, Dak, Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Mahomes, Jordan Love, Stroud. Yeah. Then that's just passing.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, yeah, by the time you're getting to Stroud, it's already like, okay.
yeah, so it's crazy, man. Dak is up there, and if we say that's the baseline, then what's
So yeah, like you said, who you gonna pay? If you want to move on from quarterback, who you gonna pay?
Mhm.
Would you say the next coming years would be more so years to try to go after defense, or just like random skill positions here and there?
For what team?
Like just overall, because like like how we were saying, if teams are wanting to move on or try to get like a baseline for building for the future, and we're saying we're using Dak as like a baseline, and we're just like, if you trying to move on from your quarterback, who you gonna pay?
Oh
If you're
yeah.
pretty much just taking that position and throwing it out the window because it's really not much talent to pay, and you decide on other positions to try to start building your future with, would you say it's the time to try to go after defenses or like the random
Oh
skill?
yeah, bro. Yeah, because you got to help him. One O line first, D line second.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then because I mean honestly, man, there's only 2 quarterbacks I've seen who can overcome bad offensive line that's playing now. Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Everybody else cannot overcome that. So you got to be something crazy. So yeah.
fair enough.
Mhm.
Let me flip back, see what we have here. Only other thing I wanted to touch on, I guess, before we move on to the chunk, the chunk of tonight's podcast with the NBA. Carolina wins the second Stanley Cup.
Yes, indeed.
What was the series? Well, then the series ended up being what, 4-2?
Yep.
Yeah, and it was a shutout in the winning game. And
I
almost
was
looked
that.
like at some point Las Vegas just gave up. I did
No,
actually watch.
game 5 was a gut punch. And like I said
Mhm,
before, I think it was a game 3 or 4. No, game 3 when um was yeah, I think it was game 3. Whenever Carolina scored 3 goals in 39 seconds,
mhm.
but Vegas won. But they were up by 4 going into like 10 minutes to go in the fourth. I mean, in the third period. Yeah, even if you win, you lost the series
Mhm.
because they just told you. Oh, also too, Carolina had mistakes the whole time, so they only
Yeah,
scored on mistakes for 2 3 games. So basically, if they want to win, we can do it. Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Because I think the Bakers are so happy. They're like, yeah, we got was it hat trick in like 7 8 minutes. We scored 3 goals as a team in 39 seconds.
mhm.
And nothing you can do about that shit.
Right.
There's nothing you can do about that.
One of those, "Woo, it's live."
There is nothing you can do.
Hey, at least one of the Carolina sports is being successful out here, though.
Hmm.
The big ups, all hockey fans out there. I know y'all celebrating in Raleigh with the team, man. I know y'all hype. Just
Yeah,
wanted to
condos
touch
at
on
the
that.
parade.
Uh, And like you had pointed out early on in the playoffs, Carolina wasn't even just winning, boy, they were sweeping people.
Well, the thing is like this right here. Vegas was doing that too. Vegas was both teams were running through the conference, so it was like, so yeah, man,
Yeah,
yeah.
we do. I'm about to say, go ahead and do the chunk of tonight's episode.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ, dog, what y'all doing?
that's what it is. I might as well check this off. Uh,
NBA stuff real quick.
yeah. Actually, before nah, that mini game's gonna take too long. Uh, and I'm gonna hold on to that one because we've already been on here a decent moment.
I guess real quick, yo. Um, let's start with the draft real quick while we got a chance. How do you feel about your
Yeah,
draft pick so far?
you don't even know. That's the other part I was getting ready to look up. Let's see. There we go. Had a random trade. Okay. So Koa Pete. Who the Mavericks drafted. Let's see. Forward. Let's see. This makes me think they're not think. So when was Kyrie Irving drafted? Because they're not. I don't think they're looking or thinking about when our star guard is drafted. It's just kind of like they're depending on him to just kind of be there. I mean, we've
Yeah.
already seen this kind of an act out of Kyrie Irving. 2011. So you're going to try to depend on a guard that's in this late of his career, multiple injuries, well, in some cases, injuries. Um, so we go after a forward, even though we already have our star forward that you want to build around in Cooper Flag. That kind of raises a question mark. I wonder if they wanted just like a backfill after getting Anthony Davis to the Washington Bullets or Bullets Wizards. Sorry, I was thinking of their uniform and it's just like that's the Bullets. Um, After giving to the Wizards, um, there is that little bit of a rotation question mark.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I guess he can help support Gafford, but he's a little bit undersized compared to how Gafford plays. So there's that too. There would be a little bit of a rework if they actually intend to use Koa Pete. Mm, I really still would have went for a guard. So I'm in limbo about who the Mavericks picked. I guess we'll see how it works out. Um, if we can work out some kind of a system, because I mean he's not really a scoring forward, um, and you know we all know when we did one of the dumbest trades in NBA history by giving up a 25-year-old leading scorer. Scoring is definitely one of our issues. So they're going to have to work out something for me to believe in that pick. They're going to have to work out some kind of a system where he can consistently score. I'll put it like that. Let's say, how about
Okay.
you with the
Hornets, I'm
Hornets? Yeah.
liking the pick, the 14th pick. We have I forgot his name. He's basically okay.
From Germany. I think he played for Washington.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. Like you
Hans
know who
Steinbach.
co-signed him?
Hmm?
You know who co-signed him, man?
Mm-mm.
Dirk. Yeah, he said,
Respect.
yo, he said, yeah, he's legit. I was like what, a 6'11" dude who can dribble, shoot,
Hmm.
move around a little bit. I was like, okay, not bad.
Not bad. Not
Not
bad
bad
at
at all.
all. Mhm.
Yep. Let's go. So yeah, man, I'm happy about that one. We drafted another guard, but I think that was Kobe White Insurance. So, because yeah, we gotta pay him.
Mhm. Is there any other picks that either surprised you or just like, yeah, nah, that's a straight up fit?
Not really. I mean, Cameron Boozer went number 3 to the Grizzlies. I don't think he's that good, but
I
I think Evans is
mean,
the better player.
mhm.
Uh, Brooklyn Nets drafted Isaiah Evans. Damn. Oh, traded to Minnesota. Ooh, Evans and Edwards. I like that. Um,
What was your boy's name out of Michigan? Yaxel Lindenborg went to Golden State. I feel like that's going to be like a very slow overall rebuild, like future rebuild thought idea as Steph continues to get older and eventually will retire.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but shit, until he's there, work around Steph.
Hmm.
Let's see. Big news, big news, big news, big news. You ready for this stuff, man? Giannis goes to the Heat. Um, did you hear the specifics about the trade?
Along with Bobby Portis, and Milwaukee gets the package.
Do you know about the package?
It's Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr. That you can keep him. Another player, 3 first round picks, including the pick this year, a pick swap, and a second round pick.
Yes. Now I was Hawkins. I was like, you should have kept him.
Hmm.
You should have kept because he can kind of do everything, but not great, but he can still do it. So, yeah, yeah. Heat don't have a fucking team.
That's what I'm about to,
They don't.
and with that kind of a package, they're not going to have a team. They basically just pulled a Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, so they have to get. I think they have to get find a way to get rid of Wiggins because you know how much money they have left?
Hmm.
$18 million. That's it. It's gonna be Giannis and people who live in Dade County. So,
Yo,
next one. Oh, good.
I was gonna say how you worded that. Why that remind me of in the fighting game community, Justin Wong and Yipes and like some other people was playing Marvel versus Capcom 2, but they were doing all random select teams, and it was Yipes' turn to play. Uh, for those that don't know, I might not watch the community all that much. In Marvel versus Capcom 2, you got to select a 3 character team to fight against your opponent's 3 character team. And Yipes' favorite character is Magneto. Um, he's got certain team setups, but most of them revolve around Magneto. Do the random select, Magneto pops up. And Yipes is getting hyped. He goes, yeah, yeah, okay, let's see who else I get. And in this particular matchup, he had to go against Justin Wong. Even Justin Wong knew it. He was like, oh crap, I got my work cut out for me. He got his favorite character. His next 2 characters were Roll and Marrow. Yipes next response was, yeah, let's see who I get trash. He said, man, Magneto might as well just walked into a 3rd grade classroom full of students and just be like, give me and 2 others.
That I would. Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Oh boy. But yeah, that's what it's like. It's gonna be Giannis and others. Man, and Bobby Portis and others.
Oh damn.
Golly.
Ready
Matter
for
of
the
fact,
next one?
I'll say yeah. Let me get my pen ready. All right, go ahead.
Timberwolves, Nets, and Bulls three-team deal. Randall goes to the Nets. Claxton goes with Chicago. Minnesota moves back in the draft. And the Knicks just traded down multiple times, just picking up picks. Thunder picked up Bennett Stretz,
Mm.
which I think it's gosh, their second unit is going to be ridiculous.
I mean, the Thunder themselves are already ridiculous. Oh, excuse me.
And then you know, Lakers traded to get Cameron Carr from the Knicks, and yeah, John Morant still floating out there. Sabonis is still floating. LeBron James, I don't know where he's going. And Celtics try to trade Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown gets too sensitive, and now he's like, "Well, I want to leave." But
Right.
at the same time, check this out, man. If he was as good as he thought he was, they would have, you know,
Um,
they
Another
would have beat
thing,
the 76ers. So
yeah, another thing I saw floating around and get your opinion on Kawhi Leonard. Does he stay with the Clippers, or there was possible talks of a landing spot with him and Cade Cunningham in Detroit?
hmm. Oh, speaking of Detroit, Beef Stew's going to Memphis. So he goes from one fighting city to another fighting city.
It's also funny you say that. I heard that the Miami Heat could have been a landing spot for John Morant. I was like, "Word,
Yes, I would
you
love that.
going you gonna put John Wick in that South Beach lifestyle? Word."
I would love that because
But it's still,
one thing that the Miami Heat does is we don't come up here doing this bullshit because no, we ain't doing that.
he's
So,
still to Memphis.
but yeah, man, that's all I got, yo.
Um, a quick mini game I wanted to do. This would be that was going to be a super fun one. I'm gonna save that one too. Uh, and I might save the LA Laker mini game. So, well, this isn't even specifically. I'll make this not even specifically NBA, so that way, as we get more NBA news or we do other things NBA, I got plenty of other mini games we can play. I got a real fun one for in a couple weeks. But this would be, I guess you could say, a keep four, cut four for great sports rivalries. And I'm
Okay.
gonna throw them in the chat. Keep four, cut four. Uh, one, I'm really curious to see what your um, opinion on it is. Let me put more context into certain of these. Okay. There's two more. Actually, hold on. I'll throw a bonus one in there. All right. So keep four, cut four, and then honorable mention for whichever one doesn't get picked.
Next time Rocky brought an RPG on stage in Phoenix. You said keep forward, cut forward.
Yeah, keep four, cut four. Whichever one doesn't get picked will save as an honorable mention. So for those of y'all, America, say y'all are watching, obviously y'all can't see the chat. Got 9 different rivalries across various sports. I might actually bring this up again because this really only touches on a couple, on like a handful of sports. So I'll do this again with a bunch of other sports that we see rivalry, like very, very tough rivalries in. So Duke versus UNC in men's college basketball. Michigan versus Ohio State in men's in college football. Kentucky versus Louisville in men's college basketball. NBA, the Bulls versus the Bad Boy Pistons. NBA, Lakers versus Celtics, just overall, because, two of the greatest franchises. The 2015 Warriors, 2015 to, what was it, 2018? Warriors and Cavaliers
I think it was
rivalry.
2019.
Yeah, I think you're right, 2019. Um, Knicks and Nets overall as a rivalry, because those that don't know NBA, when it was getting started and such, the state of New York had like 7 teams, and one of the most brutal rivalries ever was Knicks and Nets because they were in the same city. Um, the current rivalry between Spurs and Thunder, and overall NFL since their existence, the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints, who at one point were still rivals and were in the division of the NFC West. Explain that to me. But and when Carolina got created, they were put in the NFC West.
Okay. I got mine.
So,
Let me tell you the keep four one. Well, yeah, let's just
uh,
keep four and
yeah,
cut the rest. Keep four. UNC Duke versus UNC basketball.
yes, definitely got
Being
to.
from one being from North Carolina and then seeing and then leaving North Carolina to live in DC, and it's still the biggest thing that
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, okay, I thought this was just regional. Nope,
Right.
not at all, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Michigan and Ohio State football. I don't think there is a bigger rivalry, and they always
Yeah.
they're usually they're good. So only thing I would put that probably up there with that maybe the Alabama and Auburn, but Auburn is not as like Alabama and Auburn are good games, but they're not usually ranked that high consistently. So
Yeah.
yeah, the next one, 2015 Warriors versus Cavaliers. I'm thinking how many Hall of Famers and moments were there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Lakers and Celtics, more so starting with it goes back to college. I think it was 79, I believe, with Bird against the Magic. And then that
Mm-hmm.
rivalry carried on to the NBA. And then
Mm-hmm.
later you got Shaq Kobe, Pierce, those folks there. So it's always something there.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my key four, and I'll cut the rest.
Well, which one will be your honorable mention? Because there's nine here. There's not just 8.
Mm, I got two. No, no, I got one. I was gonna say Bulls against Bad Boy Pistons, but that was this big.
True.
It was meaningful for the history, but when you look at the grand scope of things, the rivalries, this big.
Yeah.
It would be Falcons and Saints, just because those are two black city teams, and they don't like each other. Also, I'm gonna say this again. There are two black city teams.
Hmm.
So when they
Very
go, the
predominantly black.
culture goes. So
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
I guess for me, I'm definitely sticking with uh, the same first two that you said: Duke, UNC, Michigan, Ohio State. There's basically nothing bigger um, within those realms of that said sport. Um, and as much as growing up and my family being basically split between these two teams, I'm actually going to have to hold the Kentucky Louisville in the limbo for right now and move on to surprise everybody. My honorable mention is actually going to be Bulls and Bad Boy Pistons. Reason being, it actually set off a culture shock. For those that are video gamers, if y'all have heard of a nice little video game called NBA Jam, three of the programmers that programmed for NBA Jam were Detroit Pistons fans that actually hated the Chicago Bulls so much they actually programmed the game to cheat you out of winning if you were playing as the Chicago Bulls and the game was close. Y'all can go look it up. If the game was close and your last couple of shots would win you the game is programmed to cut your entire shooting percentage in half, if not just automatically make you miss. It was programmed like that on purpose because those Pistons fans that were programmers hated the Bulls that much. So that being that much of a culture shock, how big NBA Jam got, like all the way up until like the 2000s, and it being set off by that rivalry, like, huh? Um, Now I would sit it. I would unfortunately cut current Spurs and Thunder only because it is so new. Where I have to see
Yeah,
how
it's
far this
yeah.
rivalry goes before I start considering it. And I'm not from the state. I would cut Knicks and Nets, although I also get its historic value because that's Knicks and Nets rivalry started back with Rochester Royals and Buffalo Braves and Syracuse Nationals also being in the New York state. It's like it's just too much New York going on right there. All right. So again, I'm not from the state, so that wouldn't matter too much to me. So then it would come down to uh, the Lakers Celtics, which I will most likely keep because of its historic value. The 2015 Warriors Cavaliers, Kentucky Louisville basketball again, since I'm holding it in limbo, and then the Falcon Saints.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Well, the 2015 Warriors Cavaliers had a lot of memorabilia. It's really close. I would keep my honorable mention as Kentucky Louisville, considering I'm from that state, and I have seen how big that rivalry gets. I will keep the 2015 Warriors Cavaliers and then cut the rest
Okay.
because 2015 Warriors Cavaliers also got set off by the Warriors being in danger and then walking down, being down 3-1 in the series to walk down a team, as well as the shot that set off the craziness. Um, I was sitting right beside my boy Brady. Shout out, boy Brady Moore, man. I was sitting right beside my boy Brady, and Steph Curry took a jumper, a pull up jumper, not even like kind of desperation, like a pull up, like full form, everything jump shot, a pull up jump shot from the R and the word thunder.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, I was like,
That happened in that series,
mm-hmm.
or happened in that year as they got to that series, I should
It
say.
was wild because when he shot it, I think everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's going in."
Yeah,
It was
that
like, "Yep."
Brady's reaction verbatim. He goes, "Bullshit, that better not go in." Swish. Brady goes, "Oh my god!" Literally fell off the couch.
It's crazy because if you think about it, everybody was in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
That series was people. I used to go to the bars to watch the game, and there would be like parties in there. because it was just those series were nice.
That's one of the only reasons I'm putting that in my keep. I would cut the rest. So yeah, it'd be Duke, UNC, Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah, yeah. I would keep because I would have room to keep it. Yep. Yeah, Duke, Duke, UNC, Michigan, Ohio State, Lakers, Celtics, 2015 Warriors, Cavaliers. Yep, keep those. Uh, yeah, like I said, like I said, despite me being from Kentucky, I'd actually still, cut that and keep Bulls, Bad Boy, Pistons. Um, or Bulls, Bad Boy, Pistons would be my honorable mention. Then I would cut everything else.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, I'll probably come up with some more rivalries and put some more thought into some other ones. We can play that mini game a couple more times, but I got lots of stuff over here waiting on some future episodes, man. I got hype. I'm sorry. But with that, man, I think that's it for me, unless you got any other things to point out.
Nah, nothing from me.
Sound good. Sound good.
All right. I'll keep it fly, keep on sipping, little peoples,
And make sure y'all wash y'all's hands.
Yep.
Till next time, man.
Deuces.